So I meant
Cut.
to tell hi.
Hi.
We're in person.
In a very familiar place.
Yes. We meant to tell you.
This is
Missed you.
we're just glad to be together in the same space. It's very nice to actually be back home
hmm
in our origins where a lot of things started. This all started and what we want to talk about today, but we'll get into that a little later.
Yeah, it feels very correct because I meant to tell you I've been looking at some multiplayer games
Now get lately?
always, but I miss being in the kitchen with you.
Oh my gosh. There's this game that we play on the Oculus. I forget how we actually discovered this game.
Yeah. I
Um
think we were looking for something
oh we
similar to Cooking
yes.
Mama
Oh
because
yeah.
we love Cooking Mama.
Yeah.
Cooking Mama.
And we were like, okay, let's find co-op games you could play on the Oculus. And then we found Cookout, which is essentially you become a chef and you have to cook for the kingdom, the animal kingdom, all these different levels. And oh my God, I miss that game so much.
We had a great time because you move through different parts of the township
Mm-hmm.
and you cook at different levels. Like there's the persnickety cats who
Yes.
need their food perfect.
Mm-hmm.
There's the rabbits who are always running late. Hurry, hurry.
And then you
And
get fast.
you're like stacking these things. And I think the silliest part is looking across the kitchen and seeing a dog in a chef's hat sometimes just wielding
To me.
what looks like
An
a magic
axe.
knife,
A magic axe.
throwing it across the room, throwing ingredients at one another. It's just like our origins are in gaming together
Yeah.
and being silly in games together.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just nice
Yeah.
to game.
And it has really just expanded from, I mean, even well before VR and, all of those games and stuff. We started early on with our dad. He had a Game Boy in the 90s, the big one, no color,
Mhm.
nothing like that. And we're like, well, let's play, and just failing at Tetris and early Donkey Kong and all of that stuff. And it just really developed from there. It's like, I feel like in our family, video games have always been there. Gaming has always been
It's
there.
a gaming household.
Mhm.
We just like it. It's just, I don't know, super punch out.
Oh, yeah.
Some of my earliest memories are just silly games.
Yeah.
Oh, we meant to tell you, we're gamer girls.
Oh, yeah. We meant to
If
tell
we
you
haven't
that.
said, we're
And
gamer
if you don't
girls.
know us, yeah, we game. We game. Even though at sometimes I'm like, would I consider myself a gamer? It's like, well, I have a Twitch and I play like multiple games every week. I'm like on the multiple platforms. I'm a gamer.
Yeah, you literally just started reading a book about your favorite
Oh,
video game. I think you're in deep.
yeah, I'm pretty in deep. So, and I remember, okay, so talk about you, like with
Mhm.
The Sims. People say that The
Yes.
Sims is not, like, would not be considered a gamer, but you're like on the PC, you're using code, like to use cheat codes and everything like that. Like it's a game.
You're
It's a
building
game.
worlds. It's
Right.
like because it's like a slippery slope from
Worlds,
like
lives.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, the early version of like Sim City.
Yeah.
All of that is just kind of like, for lack of a better phrase, playing God.
Nope. It's got, yeah.
It's just fun. And this we started talking about this when we're like, oh, we haven't really delved into our gamer side because the identity of calling yourself a gamer feels so fraught because like
Yes.
so many things that the patriarchy has made harder than it needs to be. There's all these qualifiers of like, oh, you're a gamer. I guess the Sims doesn't count. Really? Because it's a game. Really? Because it's a game and I've logged hours. Really? Tell that to my family.
Legit hours. So tell that to my family.
Tell
They
that to
haven't,
my kids. It's like,
they haven't seen me in
but
months.
it's like, but it's like you can't like don't qualify me. That's why like whenever I'm not on TikTok anymore, but a lot of what my content was building up to be was like a lot of cozy game recommendations
Yes, yeah.
and just seeing people who are approaching it from a delicate side where I'm like, thank you for making me feel seen because this is still a game.
Yes. There was one night where I just made myself a nice cup of tea and then I started my climb up the mountain in peak, R&B gaming. It's
Mhm.
just like we climbed up,
Pop it up.
we climbed up the mountain and I was like, this is just the aesthetic with the nice soft lighting and then like my comfy chair and my lo-fi music. And I'm just climbing up the mountain. Like I'm gaming, but I love that cozy aesthetic. Animal Crossing falls right into that. I feel like every time I open that game, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do some real work on my island tonight. And then I'm like, system,
Music.
literally, especially that late night or like the early morning music is just like, and it's raining. Don't get me
Mhm.
started.
Gosh, that's what made me fall in love with the game, Tiny Bookshop.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
fell off a little bit, but what I love about a game is being able to just like cozy enough that I'll pick right up where I left off.
Yeah,
But you know, a nice rainy day opening my tiny little bookshop caravan by the sea. All
right?
my regular customers come in and request books. I give them exactly what they ask for, and they say, not that
Like, well,
for some odd reason. But like the audio,
yeah,
there was a game that we played,
okay.
and the audio was
I'm
like
gonna shut the mic.
extremely proximate. I can't remember. You were talking to me recently about the power of proximity chat when like playing
Oh my
online with
god.
people, but like
Oh my gosh.
I was playing a game and I can't remember which one it was, but oh, Cats and Soup.
Oh,
Cats and Soup on my phone through Netflix. And when you zoom in, you can hear the cats making
like
soup and
making
doing their different
stuff.
ingredients.
Yes.
When it starts raining, the rain is like, oh,
Mhm.
that just
Yeah,
took my
that
soul.
proximity, like, sound is it's amazing, especially,
Proximity.
pro wow. We're in real time. We're so silly. Uh, but yeah, proximity chat, when we played Repo, I saw people do it, when I watched some reels, and then I told my cousins who I play with, I was like, Let's do proximity chat tonight, like, when we play." And then when we got in there, some people started taking off, they were like, "Where's so and so?" And I have no idea because they ran off. And then somebody runs by, "Ah!" It's like, "Okay, there they are." Or it's like, "Oh, is Lauren dead?" And then they just see me, "Hey." I'm like, "Oh my God, you're alive." It just makes it so much more immersed in the gameplay and the horror. It was so funny. Like, just hearing someone's distant scream. It's like I thought I heard Lauren scream in the background. Like,
My
like in the
favorite
distance, in the
sounds
distance.
in a game or a movie or some kind of media, a distant scream in a
It's
comedic situation is one of the funniest, like,
it's so
oh
funny.
my gosh, that takes me out. I think that no, I know this, that gamers do get a bad rep,
Oh yeah.
like, stereotypically, like, I've talked to people who said, "I could never date someone who plays video games." I'm like, "I'm literally marrying someone who plays video games. You play video games and you married someone who plays video games."
Yeah.
It's like, not everybody is the person who's neglecting their familial responsibilities due to game.
Yeah.
That's a whole other issue that has nothing to do with video games.
Uh-huh.
That's person's affinity and the
Yes.
way that
Yeah.
they're choosing to move through life. But
Mhm.
the big old sticky stigma is so icky
It is,
and it's
yeah.
so uncalled for.
There's a South Park episode where they're all playing this game online together,
Mhm.
and this guy just kept killing them. Like, every time they get in, he's like he would kill everybody, and then would flash to the guy, and he's like this, like, sloppy guy in a basement, and then after playing for hours and hours, they also became these people, like, looking just like that, and then the mom's coming down like, clean up your poop buckets," and it's South Park, so it was gross. But but that is the stigma, like, and the stereotype that's put around, like, gamers, that you're locked in a room 4 hours and, like, that's all you focus on. Now, mind you, some people do have an unhealthy relationship with games that, like, "Okay, the baby needs a diaper change. Do you think you can help me?" "I can't.
No
I'm in
eye
a mission.
contact.
I'm in a bike mist." "What?" "I'm in a heist mission. I'm in a heist mission. I can't help. I can't help." So, that's when you know you have someone has an unhealthy relationship, and I think that's what then people kinda see where it's like, "I can't be with that," and like, "Yeah, don't be with that." But, like, if someone has a healthy relationship with games, and I honestly, someone who plays video games and, like, cross-platform games, like strategy games, it also helps you get insight into how they think, and, like, with
Mhm.
puzzles and, like, me and our cousin, we did, escape room video games on the PC. We did, like, 3 different ones, and these started to get a little complicated. Like, how am I translating letters from vegetables? It was something, but, like, to speak to, like, what Corey plays, like, those games, like strategy games and things like that, the stories and
That's
everything like
it.
that.
That's the
Yeah.
story. That's how it's so funny you're wearing this sweatshirt
Oh,
today.
yeah. Well,
For those Red Dead Redemption fans out there,
mm,
because the story is what invites you to play it over and over because you
oh, yeah.
unlock different pathways. And like, I think I knew I understood that watching you play Red Dead Redemption,
Mhm.
but watching Corey play Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is like, this is a beautiful story. And so many
Yeah.
of the games that he loves are just like in depth storytelling,
Oh,
like
yeah.
cry at the end of the game, in depth storytelling. And it's
Yes.
like, when people turn their noses up to video games, I'm like, you clearly just don't understand the breadth of the medium
Mhm.
and what's possible, and that this is like these are artists.
Yep.
These are dedicated artists.
Performers, and yes, like, seeing those names at the end of the credits,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
the
yeah.
amount of people that go into these productions, like, okay, now mind you, I know way too much. I know way too much about Red Dead Redemption as a whole,
Mm.
by choice.
Voluntarily.
But by choice. There's just so the number of people and time. So like this game, I've watched the cast do interviews multiple times, 5 years and change to actually do the entire game. And just all of the people that went into it. Like you have all the obviously the actors, the performers, and the people on the stunt people, and then the writers. And did you know that the owners of Rockstar wrote Red Dead Redemption, the
I did
story? Isn't that
not.
crazy? Yeah, I learned that in watching so much. But just tying like this game, the story of a game. I could talk about this game for hours. But the story, especially of Red Dead Redemption, like the series Red Dead Redemption 2, just really, yes, pulls you pulls you in, and you're so immersed, and the world that they created is just like, am I a part of this now? Like I'm just like I exist in this world. And then also the uh, what the actors put into their characters that they play, and all the it's like how they become these characters and everything is just says a lot to the writing and then their craft as well. So it's
Yeah.
just incredible. Like especially these major games. I'm really looking forward to GTA 6 to
My
see what
word.
that's
Who
all
among us?
is see
Fingers
what
crossed.
that's all about.
I
November, I think.
Something like that.
Mhm.
Hearing you talk, I mean, I know how passionately you can talk about Red Dead, and now so does the world, and you're welcome. But I think it just like it makes me think about the fact something that we talk about often is like we're complex individuals
Yeah.
with like a myriad of interests.
Oh yeah.
And it's really important to talk about your interests openly and often
Hmm.
in all spaces
Yeah.
because you never know who will connect with that. But it's also important to continue to show people who you are
Yeah.
at every opportunity because I think like if you're just meeting us through this podcast and we haven't really talked about gaming in our episodes so far, and now you're like, what?
I
And for
know.
me, and I think you might feel similarly, it's like as a black girl in gaming, whenever I meet someone else, I'm like, me and my friend Brittany talk about The Sims, and she's like, girl, don't get me started. I'm like, thank you. She's like, should we sit together and play this? Yes, we should. It's just like, I love showing people different sides of myself because
Mhm.
people are like, whoa,
Yeah.
you're interesting. It's like, yeah, I am.
I am.
What's interesting about you? Tell me more about your passions. It's like,
Right?
it's the game of identity politics and
Hmm.
trying to feel like you need to be rooted in a single thing about yourself can be really limiting.
Yeah.
And you feel like sometimes like, oh, I don't know if this is a space, if everyone's gonna be interested. Who
I
cares?
know.
But hearing you
You're
talk about
interesting.
something that excites you is like, I'm now interested.
That I love that, especially, like, something I've never heard before, and somebody's just, like, starts getting you see them get all, like, excited talking about it. I was like, "I love this for you. I love that you love this, and I love you for loving this." Like, I love all of the excitement. It's like, I may never get into it, whatever you're talking about, but it's like, oh, like, okay, your passion for building out these lovely generations of families and how they all come together and, like, the grandmother and the mother and the children,
Family pictures
the
hanging
family
around the
pictures
home.
and everything like that. Meanwhile, my Sims are hoeing around, and it's just like I wish I could do that, and I love hearing your family stories, but I can't get I've tried. It always goes awry every single time. But I love hearing you talk about the events you do, the weddings and everything like that, the family stories, the books you pass down, all
Mhm.
of that.
Yeah, there's a
But
lot
yeah,
of lore. Now that I mean, with the jewelry making, I
I
like to
did,
make heirloom
yes,
jewelry,
yeah.
and they have in the life. Oh, look at me about to get started. The new Life and Death pack, which I haven't bought yet. But
Oh,
my friend Brittany was saying that she only bought it so that she could pass down family heirlooms.
oh,
And I'm like,
see,
real,
like, look,
recognize real.
mhm,
I see you, you see me,
yeah,
and thank you for that.
mhm.
Because I mean, I do get embarrassed sometimes to call myself a gamer in front of gamers.
But you are a
I
gamer.
know,
So
but
what is
some
this
people
like
well, it's like the stereotype where you walk around wearing a Rolling Stones t-shirt, but you don't listen to the Rolling Stones. They're like, "Name 6 songs." It's like, I'm
6?
allowed to wear whatever I want. I'm allowed to call myself whatever I want, but I just don't like feeling like I get met with, like, people wanting my qualifications. And I mean, fortunately, through Corey, I've been invited into a group of people who talk about games, and I don't know like half the games they talk about,
Yeah.
but all I have to do is raise my hand and say, "What is that?" And they're excited to tell me everything about it.
Yes.
And then they don't like look down on me for my Sims or my little lemon cake. It's a bakery game
Oh,
where you help
mm-mm.
this ghost name, God, I can't remember her name, but she has a famous lemon cake recipe, and you have to work your way through different levels in order to make it. You make ice creams, you make breads, you got a little farm in the
Mm,
back, you gotta tend your things.
that's
I
nice.
love that kind of stuff, but, like, you gotta find people who, regardless of the subject, don't feel like they have to point out a noob or
Like,
define
what
your version
embarrassing,
of what you're
right?
doing, like,
No. Like, that's
no, really
and
wild.
also it's like, why are you gatekeeping fun? Like, is who are you to do that? You can't gatekeep a good time.
People love to gatekeep
That
everything.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. It's like I made the best cake the other day. Oh, really? What kind? I can't really
Would
talk
love
about
to
that.
tell you, but
I will to tell you, but I can't have anyone be as good as I am. Not at that
especially
cake.
time, so
That's always that's
it's
weird.
so strange.
Like it's like I played this cool game like a month ago. Oh yeah, what was it? And then I get into it, start telling you about it. This is where you can find it. There's a demo if you want to try it and blah blah blah. You can't gatekeep fun. That means you're just mean.
You don't want
And
camaraderie, or in certain things, it's like if you're gatekeeping out of fear of competition, maybe you should just be better.
just
Or or embrace the fact that you might be welcoming people who can help you be better,
oh, that's
you
true.
can learn from, or you
Hmm.
can teach. Share the wealth. Like, I think about this a lot, and I know, earlier you were talking to our parents about, like, just career conversations and, like,
Yes,
showing up
yeah.
as yourself and telling your story to people, and I think a piece of that is, one, understanding where you are in an exploration of something, but
Yeah.
not being afraid of that being where you're at. Like,
Oh yeah.
"Oh, I'm new to this. I guess I shouldn't talk to people about it until I'm, like, established," and it's like, why waste your time?
Right.
People could help you get to where you want to be or grow in certain ways or point out different paths. It's all about communicating your fullest self, which we talk about often,
All the
all
time.
the time,
Yeah.
like showing up. But I think that becomes really difficult when you're tiptoeing into something new and you don't want to talk out of your ass. It's okay to be embarrassed as
Yeah.
long as you're not being about it.
Oh, and when you say certain things, you may know more than you think you do
Typically,
because it's new to you, new territory, and you're speaking to people who are more seasoned. That you may not know that this is something that people know in this space, and well, maybe some people don't know in this space. And look, you brought this new insight into this whole situation. It's like, I'm glad I spoke up. I'm glad I talked
hmm
about it. Like the position that I started in with my organization, I had no idea what it was. Like, what is an EDI file? I have no idea what exactly. There it is. I have no idea what it was, but I was taught the process. I understood, learned it. It was something to just dive right in. It's like just jump in and figure it out. It's the same with I feel like with anything. It's like every game at some point was new to us. Like we had no idea before cheat codes, before all of that. And it's like you just jump in and you're like, all right, X to jump, right? Ma'am, this is an
I'm
Xbox.
still working on that. You know what that does remind me of
Uh,
though? You baked your son's birthday cake
I
last
did.
year, and you were,
Yes.
like, so eager to do it,
Mhm.
and you really jumped right in. You're like, "Look, I've got all my tools, I've got all my materials, this is what I want to do,"
Mhm.
and you did it, and it
I
was a
did.
delicious, beautiful cake,
Mhm.
but you hadn't done that before,
I'd never no.
and you're allowed.
And
Like,
yeah,
Corey and I are baking our own wedding cake,
love that.
just a small one for
Yeah.
us, so that we can continue to make it year over year as, like, our little anniversary recognition, and we're like, "Oh, we're gonna do this." It's like,
Yeah.
"Well, we'll set aside a weekend. We'll come prepared to we have a meeting on Monday. We'll come prepared with some kind of recipe, some flavor profiles we
Yeah.
want, and then we'll dive into it." And it's just us eating it.
It'd be so cool if you could go to that baker where you get all your cakes
Oh,
and she could, like, show you guys
yes.
how she
Baked Box.
yeah.
NY.
Then
Athena.
she could
Talented.
show you guys how to, like,
Yeah.
this is how you get
So
the flavor
nice.
profile you're looking for or
So
something.
nice, yeah.
Here's your lemon lavender lemon
I
lavender
love a
cake.
lavender cake.
Me too. Actually, I
Yeah.
want that now.
You can do whatever you want,
It's
and
true.
you can just try things.
Yeah.
That's a thing. I've read something, I can't remember where, but it was just kind of attacking in a funny internet way people who need to be perfect at something the first time round.
Oh,
And
that used to be me.
I'm very much one of those people. I don't like to not be good at something, and it does
Mhm.
make me want to stop immediately.
Yeah.
I'm getting better at it, but it can be so discouraging. And I think, like, the older that I get, luckily, I'm leaning towards, okay, you can be bad.
Yeah.
So you did something okay. That's fine,
Yeah.
but ooh, 6 seasons where that was not the
That
case.
was 10 years ago,
Mm.
and when I started my job and I called my grandma, I'm like, "I can't do this. I can't do this." She's like, "Lauren, it's been a month." I'm like she's like, "Give yourself some kind of grace."
He's,
And, like, so I'm like, why are you the one punching yourself in the face?" I'm like, Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I've never done, like I said, I have never done this before. So I should give myself grace. You should give yourself all kinds of grace. I did the same thing when I became a mom. I was like, God, I should know how to do this. Turns out nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing as a mom, as a person. Nobody knows what they're doing. So just jump in and do it.
Yeah.
Just even if you can tiptoe, just like I just want to, I just want to try it out. And then maybe you do try it and you're like, wow, I hate this. But there's certain things where you can't do that.
Yeah.
You're like, you just tiptoe in, you're like, find your footing. You're like, okay. Then you buy a chair and then you have a
Hey,
footrest.
look
You're
at
like,
that.
I live here now.
My
And
feet are up.
right. And then
Yeah.
you're like super comfortable. And I feel like it's like trying one thing. I was nervous to do cross-platform gaming because I wasn't sure I would be able to go from console to PC, and I was just like, "Oh no," it's like Reese and Randy and Chris. It's like all seasoned and playing PC games. I'm like, I don't know. Then I started getting pretty good. It actually is kind of easy, and now it's easy to switch, and I can still use my Dead Eye on the console in Red Dead Redemption 2. So I was like, at first I was nervous, but then you start playing, you're like, oh, all right. And then use a guitar for
Do
Rock Band,
it.
Guitar Hero. It's just like, it's also it improved my
Yeah,
dexterity
that's lovely.
as well. I'm always typing and
I do want to take a moment to remind or just make it clear to our audience who you are,
oh,
because when it comes to gaming, you're my word. I
my, no, my,
I'm a helpful puzzle doer. I love a riddle. I love a puzzle. Lauren carries. She carries the team. She's like, I've got a plan. We're going this way. Do you have your puzzle under control? Yes. Great. Can you shoot that person behind me? Yes.
yes, get
I
your
can
gun.
try my best, but like Lauren gets us together because she's a talented gamer. So it's interesting to hear you say that you were like nervous to go cross platform. Because I'm just like, well, I've never seen you not be good at a game.
Oh, wow.
I mean, we've learned some games together, but like you tend to get
Yeah.
the hang of it before I do, before the rest of us. And I'm just like that the Lion King moment. Remember who you are.
What's that?
I think I couldn't remember if it was.
Wait.
I couldn't remember if it was Rafiki in person or Mufasa from the sky.
I was thinking it was both. No, Mufasa's like, remember, right? Remember.
Yeah, that James Earl
You're
Jones.
my son and the one true king.
Yeah, you got to remember who you are. You're my son and the one true king.
Remember who you are. That's exactly what
That's how he says it. So I just wanted you to, remember
Thank
who
you.
you are.
Yeah, I try to. I did also try to play Red Dead Redemption 2 on the PC, and I just did. The graphics were still amazing, but I didn't like it as much. I could use my controller, but I just I didn't like it as much. I didn't like my character because I was playing online. I was like, I want to go back to the console and my 5 playthroughs of Arthur and then John, and I'm gonna go back. I'm going back. So yeah.
Hey, to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah. Well, just skip it. Like that's a great song, but I'm not
right. There's a lot going.
I'm not pleased with that
I'm
bowl.
so sorry.
Yeah, that bowl of.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
It's fine.
But yeah.
Skip it.
Should we make a left?
Oh, let me hold on. I think I'm in the
sorry. Let me look back.
Okay,
You
great.
got such a good Parker.
Thanks.
In terms of making a left, I believe we had been speaking about the importance of living in the win.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And when an accomplishment is voiced,
Mm-hmm.
let's celebrate. As Oprah said, well, hey, let's celebrate that.
Okay.
Sometimes when people want to acknowledge an accomplishment, they're very quick they think they're being helpful in saying like, what's next? Let's go.
Yeah.
Which is like an interesting energy, which is like not fantastic, but
Right.
let's sit.
Yeah, because you don't know how long it took a person to get to that first stop or that first, I'm thinking like a mountain.
Yeah,
that
sure.
first
Of course you are.
camp. I can't help. That first camp, like the first site, you don't know how long and what a person went through to get to that first moment. So for like to hear, it's like, guess what? I did the thing. It's like, oh, okay. So what's next? Right after, there's no beat or like moment to celebrate me arriving at this first part first,
Mhm.
it can be like, well, shoot,
Mm.
am I even doing enough when right before you were thinking, I did the thing. I did the thing. Guess what? I did it. And it's like, okay. And what's next?
Call me when you're finished.
Exactly. Call me when it's done.
It's crazy. Like, I think it's so much it can be hard because I do think it's a gut reaction because
Mhm.
you're proud of somebody and you want to keep pushing them forward.
Right.
But like you said, step by step, you're allowed to rest at that first base
Mhm.
and first base camp.
Yeah.
And it might be hard, but it's important, I think, to allow the person doing the thing to take you on the journey to the next step.
Right.
Don't hold my hand and bring me there. You don't
Right.
know where I'm at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You don't know where I'm at, actually, like, met in my mind. How long, like, yeah, you don't know my thought process. Stop assuming you know what someone's thinking.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I feel like we have said this already.
We
It's
say
like,
it a
can you
lot.
please just stop assuming what
Hey,
someone's thinking?
hey, stop assuming what someone's
Stop
thinking.
it.
I can hear you
Leave
thinking.
her alone.
Scram! Sorry, I'm sorry. We're not used to being together. It
It's
seems
true.
a little rowdy.
It's true. Just
But
stop
yeah,
talking.
you don't know what's going on up there
No.
always, and you shouldn't assume.
Mhm. It doesn't matter how long it takes someone to get someplace to one stop, stop one, or even if they go backwards and they're like, you know what? I changed my mind. I don't want to do that thing anymore. You shouldn't then it's like, oh, well, dang, that oh, I thought better of you.
Can you
Eh,
imagine? Oh,
yes.
I'm not gonna do that anymore. Aw,
Oh,
hi.
why not?
Can you just say,
Like
"Oh, okay. What do you? Let's
it's
what are
like,
you gonna do
okay,
next?
yeah. It's like, do you have anything else planned? Or maybe just like, oh, okay.
Why stop?"
And maybe listen, take a moment and just like, I'm not going to force a conversation. I'm like, maybe you don't even want to talk about it. So you go ahead, say, I decided I'm not going to do that thing anymore.
Oh, okay. Why is that? Just change your mind.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh my God.
Should we order another round?
That's
Uh-huh.
like, that was like perfect. It's like, if I want to talk about it, maybe I will. It's like, say I brought it, or it's like somebody brings something up in a group setting. Just be mindful about like when you bring something up in a group setting, like, even though it's currently on your mind, I don't know, maybe you need to take a moment and like hold it. And then like, maybe when you guys are alone, then you're like, hey, how's that thing going? Not like, hey, so Jeff, how's that thing going that you told me about? I don't know if you told all these other people here, but
Yeah.
how is everything going? It's like, and Jeff's like, dang. Um,
I was actually prepared to talk about that.
and then Jeff's going to the bar. Look what you did.
I was just on the phone with my therapist. We were trying to figure out how I would bring this up to this group. It's just like,
Yeah,
don't be
exactly.
presumptuous in a group setting.
It's true.
Just casual conversation. It's hard. It's harsh to call them rules, but it's just like
Yeah.
the casual, polite conversation is a delicate art if you want everyone to feel comfortable, and that's kind of the best part about being in a good conversation is you
Mhm.
leave it feeling like, huh.
Yeah.
I feel like we all listened to one another. No one
Mhm.
was made to feel a certain type of way about anything they
Yeah.
said. No one was pressured into talking about something that they weren't comfortable sharing. Like,
Mhm.
you don't have to be on like eggshells
Right.
to have an easy breezy conversation. It's just a matter of being mindful of the fact that you don't know what's going on in everyone's lives, brains, private conversations,
Yeah.
safe spaces.
It's like you just and safe spaces and giving people time to bask in their
Mhm.
success,
Mm.
like just a moment. It's like, I did it. I did the thing. I did it. Thanks. I'll check in with you again when I do the next thing.
I think we should let's for like 15 seconds just give a little celebration clip that people can play over and over when they do something nice.
Okay.
We'll look at the timestamp and we'll let you know. And here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey!
You did it. That was you. That was you. That was you. You did it.
It's one of these.
Oh,
Good
yeah. I love
old-fashioned
that.
over the shoulder.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Good for you. Keep going.
Congrats.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That is
I
nice.
might play it back.
I know. I might.
Sometimes you need to hear it.
It's true.
Look at your alarm.
I know that you can
You can
actually.
take that audio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're
It's
welcome.
true. You're welcome.
That's nice.
So, oh my gosh. Wow. So we had plans to do a live stream.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we want to play some games live.
We do.
If
We
people
do.
tune in, we're still trying to figure out which game to play and
That-
the platform,
Yes.
but it's a hootenanny, as they say.
It is. But we can figure it out. It would
Yeah.
be on my Twitch, which is Lauren B Gaming. Lauren BE Gaming.
Mhm.
But yeah, we're gonna stream on there. We have not picked the day. We will post the day, the game, the platform.
Mhm.
But
Join
yeah,
us.
join us. We're gonna have a great time.
Yeah.
I'm having a great time. This is so great that
I mean, I meant to tell you that. I love being near you.
I meant to tell you that. Well, thank you first for that. But that's actually I didn't know how to respond actually. I meant to tell you I love to be near you. That's nice. It's nice. We were thinking like I think I said at the beginning, this is where it all started down here. Our like computer games, the couch with our co-op video games, everything was down here.
Spice
It
Girls video game,
DDR Max,
American
all
Idol,
of it, all of it
and Guitar Hero.
down here with cousins, with so much, like
Yeah.
so many people
Wii tennis.
in this house, in this space. So it's like, wow,
This
I
feels
love that.
correct and
It does.
appropriate.
It
Yeah.
does. It's our first one together. Maybe not our last.
First of many.
Yes. We're manifesting an actual studio someday.
Manifest with us.
Manifest it. Come on, come
Come
on.
on, come on, come on. No, everyone, energy in.
Is that how you do
Great.
it?
Yeah. If you're just listening, we closed our eyes and tilted
And
our heads.
there you
So
go.
feel free to run this
Mhm.
back and do the same. But
Excellent.
yeah, we meant to tell you that we'll see you next time.
We'll see you next time. Make sure you catch us next month for another episode of I Meant to Tell You.